everybody, welcome back to Waffles RC. This video, we're going to get started on the hauler. Some of you remember I took a vote just in the comments. Didn't get very many votes, but got quite a number of them. And had it between either a rollback where it goes up over or a flatbed. And the majority vote was flatbed, which kind of what I was leaning towards anyhow. I have some really fun ideas that I'm going to do with this one. Really hope it turns out well. So today we're going to get started on the frame. And to start on the frame, of course, we need the body. This is the body that I chose. It is a Vitara 72 Suburban. I will not be using it as a Suburban. I've always really liked this body. Kind of happy that I got it. Has a grill, stickers for the windows, all that stuff, but I'm going to try and do a different paint job. I'm not very good at paint, but I'm going to try it. I have a whole theme that I'm going to go for this hauler plus the 2 RC trailer that's going to go along with this as well. So we're going to use part of this body, but today we're just going to get started on the frame. Let's get into it. All right, for this one I'm going to need a little bit of inspiration so that way I can make it look exactly how I want it to. So we'll put our inspiration just right there. That way we know what we're building. Yes, I know it's not the greatest drawing, but sometimes an artist needs that inspiration. So we'll refer back to that every now and again just to make sure that we're building it correctly. For those wondering, we're going to be using the same material that I used on the white Toyota. 1/2-inch square tubing, obviously weldable because we are going to weld this. And it's 4 feet long. Probably going to need more than that to get this truck built. This time I'm going to do it a little differently. With the Toyota, I cut the angle pieces completely out. This time I'm going to just cut a notch in it, bend it up, because I got one of these now, weld it, then make the next notch, bend it, weld it up, and that's how we'll get the front arch for the axle. You need to have that room so that way we can get the axle to travel up and down with the suspension or with the adjustability. Don't know yet. Still kind of playing that one by ear. As per normal with me, I'm not going to use a tape measure because why? So I want that to start going down about right there. So I'll make all my marks while I'm here. Yep. So that'll be our first notch out right there. Feels so fancy having one of these. So for the notch, you want to make a little V with your cutoff wheel, but don't go all the way through. Just the top one, the sides. Make a little V so that way there's still one side fully connected. Then you can bend it to the angle that you want. Don't cut too much because then you'll have a big old gap to fill. You just do it a little bit, bend it, see if that's where you like it, or you can use a tape measure, angle finder, whatever. I'm gonna guess. So there's the V that you want. Obviously you can make it better than I did, but this will work. Let's bend it up just like that. Now you got to bend. By the looks of it, I'm going to need a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. To do that again, go back level. Remember, for me, all just a guessing game. There. Yeah, I like that. That looks right. I'd say that's close enough for me. There we go. There's the front of our frame. Now I got to figure out what I want to do for the rest of it, because it's quite long. Gotta get that out again. That's what rulers are used for, right? I mean, that's what's working for me right now. Might need to do that a little bit better. Now you might be asking, how did I come up with the width of this? As you see, do it to where the shocks need to mount. So I put the frame on the inside of where the shock needs to mount on the axle, which is where I got the measurement for this one. And as for the axles that I'm going to use, you'll have to wait and see those once I get them put together and get this all set up. So it's going to be a secret for now, but I promise it'll work, hopefully. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, if the welds don't look that good, tell me who's going to see them. Body's going to be on it, so do your best, make sure it holds. Now, having a vise sure does make life a lot easier. You can actually cut stuff straight. You can hold it without having to hold it. It's crazy. There is the first part of the frame. The reason why these things are here is, one, to help mount the body, and two, going to have a lot of accessories on this thing. So I need as much surface area as I can, because transmission has to go here, all the other controllers and stuff that I have ideas for, gonna have to go somewhere. So the body won't be quick removable, so I'm not going to put the battery underneath here. I'm going to make a box back here and somehow make a lid for it, so that way the battery, receiver, or at least mainly the battery, can go in this box, so that can be easily removable. That's the goal, at least. We'll see how it turns out. Even though this is a very nice body, that's my idea. That whole section back here, gone. So the idea is to have a crew cab 72, and I know they didn't make it, but I like the idea of a crew cab, and it's something different. So if anybody wants the back half of a Vitara 72 Suburban, I got one. There's the body. Oh, that's gonna look really good when it's all painted up. I'm sure none of this makes sense. I just slapped the body on there. Oh, hold on. So I put the body just like that to get the shape. Then I drew some lines with the straight edge. Just gonna go straight up the side, then angle it in. Same thing over here, angle it in, straight up the side, right across the bottom. And that's the beginning of the box for the back of the cab. There's the start of the box. Now I'm just gonna copy that one. Sorry guys, I got carried away. Got the box on top of the frame with the body on top of the frame. It's looking pretty cool so far. Still have some fine trimming to do and got to figure out a hinge for the top, but got some more trimming to do. I just get carried away. So this stuff is therapeutic for me. I love coming out here and working on it. I love creating these RCs. It's a lot of fun, challenges the brain. I just really enjoy it. Obviously you guys do as well, because the maintenance video did not do very well. But the main thing that I want to show with this channel is the reality of these things. Yes, you can build them. Yes, you can create them. But if you don't know how to work on them, then what's the point? You're not going to go to the store and find these parts because I just made it out of sheet metal. So, sorry if I gloss over some things. I will stop every now and again to film everything. But I get caught up in the moment. Now that we got that going, next thing I need to do is to figure out this area. I need to figure out how long to make it. Let's get the ruler out. And there's the ruler. That's going to be the longest one that I'll probably put on the back of this thing. That's shorter. But hey, look, we're up to looking good with our drawing. That's shorter. That's shorter. That's never going to fit. That'll be on the trailer. That's shorter. And these two are shorter as well. So this will be the longest one that goes on it. So I need to make the frame long enough for that. And yes, you're looking at this and saying, oh, that's smaller than that. It's not to scale. This is what I wanted. So this is what I'm making. Well, isn't that just going to be a bit ridiculous? Now, is this one going to be practical like any of the other ones? Well, there's only one that's really practical, and that's the Traxxas TRX6 hauler. But that one's short. This one is, well, ridiculous. Can't wait. Love it. Here it is. This is just the main frame completed. I am going to brace this up just because of the way that I welded it. Just butted it up, so it's going to need some extra strength. But that's what we got so far. It's the main idea for the frame. It is incredibly long. Here, let's see. Well, we're not, but we'll use it for everybody else's sake. Okay, so from the very back so far, it is almost 3 feet long. 35.5 inches. That is quite long. Say that's bigger than the Red Cat, that's for sure. Sorry, I forgot to update our drawing. It keeps moving. There. Now our guide is to spec, since I came up with the toolbox just today, or battery boxes I'm going to use it for. Alright guys, that's it for this time. I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta clean up. It's almost dinner time. Like that matters, because you could be watching this in the UK at 4 o'clock in the morning. What do I know? But I'm gonna call it a night. We'll bring it back next time. Next time we're gonna get the axles on. That'll be a surprise, so you guys can see what axles I chose. And there is a reason why I chose them, and I learned from the other hauler. I'll show it in the next episode. It's YouTube. On the next video, we'll get the axles under this thing, try and get some suspension hung on it. The wheels and tires will not be the final wheels and tires, because I don't have them and I don't have money to buy them just yet. But I have enough parts laying around here to at least get everything mocked up. Don't have any electronics for this thing, so this thing's going to be quite a project. But there are a lot of accessories that are going to go on this thing, and I'm quite excited if I can get them to work. So on the next video, you guys will see some more of the fun things that I have for this, and obviously got to work on the bed. So from Waffles RC, just want to say thank you, hope you enjoyed, and hope you tune in for the next one. It's going to be a lot of fun.